the third accused in connection with the alleged gang rape of a teenage girl in Hyderabad's Jubilee Hill last week. So far, three accused, including two minors, have been nabbed in the Hyderabad rape case. One accused, identified as Saduddin Malik, was arrested yesterday, and the second accused, who is a juvenile, was held earlier today. Well, police informed that the three are being produced before juvenile court for their custody. Meanwhile, Janasena party leaders and workers staged a protest at Jubilee Hills police station demanding justice for the victim of the Hyderabad rape case. Well, they were later detained. The 17-year-old girl who was allegedly gang raped when she was returning home after a party in Jubilee Hill area of Hyderabad on May 28. The matter came to light after the minor girl's father submitted a complaint to the police regarding the incident. On the complaint of the girl's father, a police case was registered against 5 persons. Telangana police said that they have identified 5 culprits as per CCTV footage and the statement of the victim. The security footage, which is viral on social media, purportedly showed the girl standing with the suspected attackers outside the pub where she had met them. The boys had offered to drop her home. Instead, she was assaulted inside a parked car in the city. Her attackers took turns raping her while the others stood guard outside the car. Well, security has been tightened in Srirangapatna in Karnataka's Mandya district, following calls by Hindu organizations like Vishwa Hindu Parishad or VHP to perform puja at Jamia Mosque, claiming that it was built after raising a Hanuman temple. Well, prohibitory orders have been imposed in the temple town under Section 144 of the CRPC to prevent any protest or procession from taking place. Besides, the district police force, contingents of Karnataka State Reserve Police have also been deployed. The roads have been barricaded and security pickets have been erected in the town. Wearing saffron scarves and holding saffron flags, the Bajrang Dal and the VHP activists on motorcycles raised Jai Shri Ram slogans. While fearing backlash, many shopkeepers around the shrine downed shutters for the day, and members of fringe Hindu outfits have called for a protest march to the mosque. However, authorities have denied permission for it. But police have been directed to take all the measures to ensure peace and public order in view of the VHP's Srirangapatna Chalo campaign. It may be mentioned here that right-wing organizations have been claiming that Jamia Mosque was an Anjaneya temple, which 18th century ruler Tipu Sultan had destroyed to build a mosque in this place. Well, the outfits have submitted a memorandum to the district authorities seeking a survey of the mosque and take steps to return the Anjaneya temple to Hindus if their claim was found to be true.
As you all know, prohibitory orders have been imposed by the Taluk administration, and there's no permission or any scope for processions or rallies or protests in Srirangapatna town panchayat limits today. And in view of this prohibitory order, we have ensured adequate bandobast in and around Srirangapatna town so that no untoward incident takes place today and of course in future also. So nobody has come forward claiming that they will be still doing the protest or prohibition, processions even after the prohibitory orders have been imposed. Still, we have made adequate bandobast and we are all watchful so that no untoward incident takes place.
Any leaders have been taken into custody from any of the nearby, areas or leading up to this particular place?
No, we have not found it necessary to do so far. So we have not taken anybody into custody.
Have they approached you and said anything whether they will be coming or not, whether they have withdrawn it?
There's no communication as such, but definitely there's no information of them doing anywhere within the Srirangapatna town panchayat limits, which would definitely be a violation of the prohibitory order. So we are just ensuring that no such violation takes place.
How many men has been deployed in and around?
We have deployed sufficient men, about 250 men in and around Srirangapatna town, so that anybody who tries to sneak in are also caught in the act, and definitely we will make sure that peace and tranquility prevails in Srirangapatna.
Shifting focus now, Parong, a remote village in Uttar Pradesh's Kanpur, witnessed an unusual sight on Friday when President Ramnath Kovind broke the protocol to receive Prime Minister Narendra Modi at his native village. While delivering a speech later, Prime Minister Modi recalled President Kovind, saying he personally went to the helipad to receive him, who is a guest in his village. The Prime Minister added that though he felt embarrassed by the gesture, it showed that the President embodied both constitutional values as well as cultural values. Prime Minister Modi said in his speech, the President went beyond the protocols created for his position and surprised him. Prime Minister Modi also said he felt embarrassed as he worked under the President's guidance, which has its own seniority and respect. When Prime Minister Modi told President Kovind that he has done injustice to him, the President replied saying he do respect the Constitution, but cultural values have importance too. President Kovind added that he went to receive a guest and he didn't go as the President. And at least 3 FIRs and over 36 people have been arrested so far in connection with the violence that erupted at Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh on Friday. Well, of the 3 FIRs, 2 have been lodged by the police, while the third has been filed by a person who was injured in the violence. The arrests were made on the basis of video clips to identify the people involved in the violence that left over 40 people injured. Additionally, 13 policemen were also injured in the clash. Meanwhile, all arrested persons will be tried in line with the Gangster Act. Well, their property will be sealed and reportedly bulldozed.
अभी स्थिति सामान्य है और पूरी रात्रि पुलिस की टीमें गश्त और भ्रमण करती रही। सभी जगह पर फोर्स तैनात है। सामान्य रूप से ट्रैफिक चल रहा है, दुकानें खुल रही हैं, सामान्य जनजीवन है। 3 FIR पंजीकृत कराई है, जिसमें अभी तक 36 लोगों को आइडेंटिफाई किया गया है। अभी भी जो हमारे पास टीवी फुटेज और फोटोग्राफ्स हैं, उससे अन्य लोगों को आइडेंटिफाई किया जा रहा है और इसमें लगातार दबिशें देकर अरेस्टिंग के प्रयास किए जा रहे हैं। अभी अरेस्टिंग के प्रयास किए जा रहे हैं। जल्दी ही सभी जितने भी जो साजिश करता थे और जो मौके पे थे, इनके खिलाफ सख्त कार्रवाई की जाएगी, अरेस्ट किया जाएगा।
जो भी लोग दोषी होंगे उनके खिलाफ किस तरह की कार्रवाई की जाएगी?
इसमें ना सिर्फ इनको अरेस्ट किया जाएगा, इनके खिलाफ गैंगस्टर एक्ट के तहत कार्रवाई की जाएगी और इनका जो प्रॉपर्टी जब्तीकरण है वो किया जाएगा। NSA के तहत कार्रवाई की जाएगी ताकि कोई भी जो ये लोग हैं जिन्होंने माहौल खराब करने का प्रयास किया, इनके खिलाफ सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई।
Well, a fire broke out at the cargo bay of Delhi airport after a pushback towing vehicle caught on fire. The pushback towing vehicle had caught fire at the cargo bay number 262 near Selby Export Barrier, informed airport official. Well, soon after, firefighters were called to the location and the fire was completely brought under control. Notably, there were several passenger planes present at the time of the incident loading baggage. In a video, it can be seen that at the time of the fire, several passenger aircraft were near the fire site, but no damage were reported. Meanwhile, an internal investigation has been ordered by the concerned departments, including the cargo department, for the fire incident. All right, so this is the incident we are talking about, and as you can see on your screens, viewers, a fire broke out at the cargo bay of Delhi airport after a pushback towing vehicle caught on fire. Well, the pushback towing vehicle had caught fire at the cargo bay number 262 near Selby Export Barrier, informed airport officials. Well, soon after, firefighters were called to the location and the fire was completely brought under control. And there were several passenger planes present at the time of incident loading baggage. And this is the video we are talking about. It can be seen that at the time of the fire, several passenger aircraft were near the fire site, but no damage were reported. Shifting focus now, a total of 41 candidates have been declared elected unopposed. Well, these include P. Chidambaram and Rajiv Shukla from Congress, Sumitra Valmiki and Kavita Patidar from BJP, former Congress leader Kapil Sibal, Misa Bharti from RJD, and Jayant Chaudhary from RLD. 11 candidates from Uttar Pradesh, 6 from Tamil Nadu, all of 11 candidates from Uttar Pradesh, 4 from Andhra Pradesh, 3 each from Madhya Pradesh and Odisha, 2 each from Chhattisgarh, Punjab, Telangana, and Jharkhand have been elected for the Rajya Sabha. Well, with regards to the 41 candidates who have been elected unopposed, 14 are from BJP and 4 each from Congress and YSR Congress. Well, the rest include 3 each from DMK and Biju Janata Dal, 2 each from Aam Aadmi Party, TRS, AIA DMK, and RJD. Well, the list also includes 1 candidate each from JMM, JDU, SP, and RLD. Kapil Sibal has been elected unopposed as an independent. And with that, we take a short break. Stay tuned for more news.
In a whole new look. Only on Northeast Live. Your station, your voice.
হিমালয় পিউৰিফাই নিম ফেচ ৱাছ এও এক্সপাৰ্ট কেনেকৈ
এটো ক্লিনিক্যালি প্রুভেন হয় যে ইয়াৰ আছে নিম আৰু হালধিৰ এন্টিব্যাকটেৰিয়েল গুণ যি পিম্পল আঁতৰ কৰে আৰু স্কিন কৰি তোলে একেবাৰে হেলদি
বাহ
হিমালয়া পিউৰিফাইং নিম ফেচ ৱাছ পিম্পল ফ্ৰী হেলদি স্কিনৰ এক্সপাৰ্ট
বেবি এইটো ল নে এইটো
5th জুনত মিছৰ সেল আছে নহয় তেন্তে এইটো আৰু এইটো লৈ লোৱা
মিছৰ মহা ইণ্ডিয়ান সেভিং সেল 5th জুনত
Good Life, the health show. Live at 3:30 p.m. Your doctor today, Professor Bhavani Prasad Chakrabarti, Medical Director, Health City Hospital. 3:30 to 4 p.m. Live calls at 69012 63783 and 69001 76676.
Welcome back. Union Minister of Home Affairs Amit Shah will be the chief guest at the launch of Khelo India Youth Games 2021 today in Haryana's Panchkula. Well, this is the 4th edition of Khelo India Youth Games, the biggest nationwide grassroots level sports competition in India, was started by the central government in 2018. Chief Minister of Haryana Manohar Lal Khattar, Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports Anurag Singh Thakur, and Minister of State for Youth Affairs and Sports Nishit Pramanik will also grace the opening ceremony. Besides them, other dignitaries from Haryana, including the State Sports Minister Sandeep Singh, will also grace the event. Overall, as many as 4,700 athletes, including 2,262 girls, will be vying in 25 sports for 269 gold, 269 silver, and 358 bronze medals from the Games, which will start on 4th of June and will go on till 13th of June. Well, KIYG 2021 will see participation from 37 states and union territories of India. Well, this will be held over 5 cities of Panchkula, Shahabad, Ambala, Chandigarh, and Delhi. The Games will feature a total of 25 sports, including 5 indigenous games of India: Kalari Payatu, Thangta, Ghatka, Malakhamba, and Yogsana. Well, unlike the previous editions where the Khelo India Youth Games were held in 2 age categories, this one will only have under 18 players competing for the honours. Host Haryana have fielded a 396-member contingent, the largest at a KIYG 2021, and will compete in every sport. Well, two-time KIYG champions Maharashtra, meanwhile, are sending a 318-strong contingent and will be competing in 23 of 25 events in Haryana. Well, the rules of COVID-19 will be fully followed during the Games and full arrangements will be made by the National Anti-Doping Agency for dope testing, etc. for the players. Well, a horrifying ankle injury during the second set of semi-final match on court of Philip Chaudhry ended Alexander Zverev's bid for a second Grand Slam final and a maiden at Roland Garros as he withdrew from the French Open clash against Rafael Nadal. Well, the decision subsequently handed Nadal, who was a leading 7-6, 8-6-6, a place in the final. The incident happened during the 12th game of the second set when Zverev looked to retrieve a backhand return from Nadal. Well, the forehand from the German went wide as he crashed on the ground and yelped in pain, clutching his ankle. He is immediately helped into a wheelchair and taken off the court for treatment. Well, he came back a few moments later in the clutches along with Nadal and withdrew himself from the match. He waved at the crowd and then Nadal walked up to him and hugged him. The lovely gesture from a Spaniard won many hearts on the social media. The German world number 3 had to withdraw from semi-final after trailing 7-6, 6-6 due to a horrible right ankle injury. Well, Nadal said that it was only human of him to feel sympathy for Zverev after the injury which forced him to retire from the semi-final. And meanwhile, a legendary India cricketer Sachin Tendulkar and former Team India head coach Ravi Shastri won hearts with their tweets. Well, both Tendulkar and Shastri hailed Nadal's sportsman spirit and wished a speedy recovery for Zverev. Well, Nadal will meet Norway's Casper Ruud in a French Open final on Sunday, where Ruud beat Marin Cilic 3-6, 6-4, 6-2, 6-2 in the semi-final to advance to his first ever Grand Slam final. And on to some entertainment news now. Well, it is IFA time of the year. Well, this year, the International Indian Film Academy Awards is taking place in Abu Dhabi. Everyone from a superstar Salman Khan to Shahid Kapoor, Sara Ali Khan to Ananya Pandey, and many more celebrities have arrived at the venue for the event. Well, ahead of the main event today, several Bollywood stars attended the IFA Rocks Green Carpet event on Friday. Many turned heads with their sartorial choices, including the likes of Tiger Shroff and Nora Fatehi. The 22nd IFA Awards will take place on 3rd and 4th of June. The main IFA event will take place today and will be hosted by Salman Khan, Ritesh Deshmukh and Manish Paul. Well, Farah Khan and Apar Shakti Khurana will turn these for IFA Rocks. Well, Devi Shri Prasad, Tanishq Bagchi, Guru Randhawa, Honey Singh, Neha Kakkar and Ash King, among others, will be performing at the event. The main IFA 2022 event will be a star-studded affair. Shahid Kapoor, Tiger Shroff, Kartik Aaryan, Sara Ali Khan, Ananya Pandey, Divya Khosla Kumar and Nora Fatehi are expected to perform at the event.
It's a great feeling. I love it. Love it. And I love gratitude for all the IFA boys, and I love them. And I love Abu Dhabi. It's great to be here. That gathering of this magnitude has not happened in a very long time. This is the first of the award functions. The biggest.
IFA for me is a bit like coming home. I've hosted 6 IFAs and I'm back here after a very long time being nominated this year. So it's always really, really special. But it's an incredible opportunity to be given to portray somebody who's that iconic. And then to be nominated for it, I think is just like the icing on the cake. So I'm very excited. मैं कहूँगी कि मैं बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटेड हूँ। मुझे लगता है बहुत अरसे से हम फ्रेटर्निटी के लोग एक साथ कहीं बाहर नहीं मिले हैं, तो आज उम्मीद है कि सब लोग सेलिब्रेट करेंगे एक दूसरे को। मैं योयो हनी सिंह के गाने सुनने के लिए काफ़ी एक्साइटेड हूँ, तो बस
बहुत ही एक्साइटेड, बहुत ही नर्वस हूँ मैं, क्योंकि इट्स बीन माय फर्स्ट एवर अवार्ड्स, सो बहुत ही स्पेशल है। इस साल काफ़ी नर्वस हूँ क्योंकि 2.5 साल बाद परफॉर्म कर रहा हूँ इन फ्रंट ऑफ अ लाइव ऑडियंस, सो वेरी एक्साइटेड नर्वस।
Shifting focus now, two coaches of a bullet train derailed in China's Guizhou province due to a mudslide, killing the driver and injuring 7 passengers, reported local media today. The bullet train D2809 was running from China's southwestern province Guiyang to the southern province Guangzhou. The train driver was killed, the report quoted the state-run CCTV news. The 7th and 8th coaches of the train derailed at the Yuzai tunnel entrance. All injured passengers were sent to a local hospital, and the other 136 passengers have been rescued. The on-site rescue work is in full swing, and the cause of the accident is under investigation. Well, Rongjiang Station is located in Guizhou's Rongjiang County and is a third-class station managed by the Zhengdu Bureau of China Railway. Well, construction of the station began in December 2013 and was put in trial operation in August 2014. Well, the station officially began service on December 26, 2014, the report said. The latest incident of the derailment comes after China Railway's announcement on May 13th that the operation speed of the high-speed railway connecting Beijing with Guangzhou, South China's Guangdong province, will be gearing up to 350 kilometers an hour in June. Well, as per the Chinese railway, it will become the 5th high-speed rail in China that operates at such a speed. And for those planning a big fat party later this month, well, we have some bad news for you. Prices of Indian-made foreign liquor are set to be hiked by at least 65% after June 15th in Assam. In a notification issued by the Excise Department, the prices have been increased for select brands. These include rum, brandy, whiskey, and gin, and other similar products produced in India. And following the auspicious month of Tibetan Buddhism, Sagadava, the 4th month of Tibetan lunar calendar commemorating birth, enlightenment, and Mahaparinirvana of Buddha Sayak Muni, fasting practice by public participants and monks has begun at Tubakcho Gatsaling Monastery on Friday morning at Bomdila. According to Lopun Shering Dhondup of the monastery, Nyongne is a special Buddhist spiritual practice believed to have started by Gelongma Palmo, who received teachings directly and 11-faced Avalokiteshvara himself or the Buddha in a vision. The first day is as preparation day for fasting with prayers and reading religious scriptures in the monastery, where practitioners can consume food, while the second day will be completely fasting day, abstaining self from food, water, and even stay silent. Well, talking on the auspicious month of Sagadava, Dhondop said that the month started from May 31st and will end on June 29th.
ये उन्होंने जो ये पहले पहले शुरू भिक्षुनी मापेमो किलो मापेमो हमारे पास बहुत ही बड़ी किलो मापेमो उसने आवाज लोग शुरू को तपस करके उसने ये ट्रेडिशन जो है शुरू हुआ फिर ये उन्हें में प्रदेश में 2 दिन चलना पड़ेगा एक दिन को और ये जोरबा बोले और दूसरे दिन को कुको बोले जोरबा मतलब इस तरह प्रिपरेशन जैसा तैयारी करने के लिए फिर कुको में असली न्यूने जो हम लोग फास्टिंग में करते हैं, ये ऐसे कि जोरबा, आज हम लोग जोरबा है, जोरबा में हम लोग चाहे चुई लंच वो खा सकते हैं, बात भी कर सकते हैं। फिर कुप्पा, कल कुप्पा है, कल सुबह उठकर से 24 आवर्स तक हम लोग बात भी नहीं कर सकते हैं, खाना भी नहीं कर सकते हैं, फिर मना है, फिर पानी भी पीना मना है, वो थोड़ा तकलीफ में है, वो मेन फास्टिंग जो वो कल है। ऐसे 2 दिन 12 दिन चलेगा ये हमें कुंभ में। ये अभी हमारे कुंभ में हमारे बड़ा लामा 10 लोग और बाहर से 5 लड़का लड़कियां यहाँ पार्टिसिपेट करके आया है अभी।
And notably, this is believed to be the holy month that Buddha was born, attained enlightenment and Mahaparinirvana in the same month. Meanwhile, Buddhist fraternity in the region practice dharma, generosity, and compassion to accumulate greater virtuous merits and purify negative karmas. And while news and updates continue on Northeast Live, so stay tuned for more news. Thank you.
Good Life, the health show, live at 3:30 p.m. Your doctor today, Professor Bhavani Prasad Chakravarti, Medical Director, Health City Hospital. 3:30 to 4 p.m. Live calls at 69012 63783 and 69001 76676.
এয়া লোৱা ভণ্টি, তোমাৰ নতুন টিভি।
থেংক ইউ।
আৰু বৰ্মা নমস্কাৰ। ঘৰত আৰু কোন কোন আছে?
মই, তোৰ বৰদেউতা, ল'ৰা, বোৱাৰী, নাতিনী আৰু মোদীজী।
মানে PM নৰেন্দ্ৰ মোদী সম্বন্ধীয়া নেকি বৰ্মা?
চা, মোদীজীয়ে তোৰ বৰদেউতাৰ অপাৰেশ্যন কৰৱালে। ঘৰত পানী, বিজুলী, গেছ, টয়লেট চব লগাই দিলে। নাই বুজা?